Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Verb Circus. My name's Kyle Miller, and yes, welcome to class number 5, program number 5 with two fantastic guests, the cousins from Palma de Mallorca, Vaughan and Laura. How are you doing, guys?
We're fine, thank you.
Good, good. Thanks for coming all this way. You've done a fantastic job all week, by the way. Let's take a look at their scores. Let's see where they stand in terms of scores. 280 for Vaughan and 310 for Laura. That's a great total. Both of you, fantastic totals. But let's see the ranking. Let's see the overall ranking and where they stand compared to our leaders. So the overall ranking here, let's see. The first position is Pilar Gutierrez Alonso with 410. So you're only 100 points away. Do you think you can catch up?
Well, I will try.
Do you think you can catch up?
It's for sure.
Oh, for sure. Okay, very confident. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. We've got to start today's program the way we always do. Let's choose our verb of the day. My goodness, look at that. It's 2 verbs again. This is what, the second or third time? The third time, I think, that we've had 2 verbs. We have rise and raise. Rise versus raise. First, before we consider the uses, let's take a look at the conjugation of today's verbs. First, we have to rise. Do you know this? Do you know this verb, Juan?
I think so. I'm not so very
Every
sure.
day I rise. Yesterday I
Rose.
Uh-huh.
And lately I have risen.
Risen.
Risen. Okay.
Risen. So this is an irregular verb. Every day I rise. Yesterday I rose. Lately I have risen. Rise, rose, risen. Pay attention to the conjugation, the pronunciation, and repeat always. En voz alta, en casa. Laura, the other verb, to raise. Do you know this verb? Raise.
Not
Every
really.
day I raise. Yesterday I
Raised,
raised. Good.
and lately I've raised.
I've raised. Yes. So here in our 5th program, we have a bit of a challenge. Raise, raised, raised. This is a regular verb. 2 verbs that are often confused, and we'll look at the difference on today's program. First, the meanings. Both verbs mean, generally, to move upwards. Our first use, to move upwards, okay? So look at this. My pencil is rising. My pencil is rising. What's my pencil doing?
It's rising.
It's rising. The pencil is rising. And now, what am I doing to the pencil, Juan?
You are raising your pencil.
That's the trick. I am raising the pencil. I am raising the pencil. The pencil is rising. It's rising because I am raising it. Okay? So to raise is a transitive verb. Okay, this is our second point. To raise is a transitive verb. It requires an object to cause the motion. So to raise, to make something go up. Okay? Do you think the government will raise taxes next year, Juan?
I hope they won't.
I hope they don't. You can
They
say.
don't, sorry.
I hope they don't. Repeat, give me a full answer.
I hope they don't raise taxes.
Taxes. Yeah, me too. I hope they don't raise taxes. Okay. Temperatures. For example, we can raise the temperature in the studio. Should we raise the temperature in the studio, or is it warm enough?
It's warm enough.
So
You don't
we-
need to raise the temperature in the studio.
Good. So we don't need to raise the temperature. We don't need to increase it. To raise is to make it go up. Next, we have to elevate, lift, or also to bring something to maturity. But to elevate or to lift, okay, to raise. So I'm elevating the pencil, I'm lifting it, right? I am raising it. Also, to raise is with children. You can raise children. Were you raised in Spain?
Yes, I was raised in Spain.
Okay. Ask me where I was raised.
Where were you raised?
Right. What does he want to know?
He wants to know where you were raised.
Where you were raised. Yes, I was raised in Canada. I was raised in Canada. Finally, rise is an intransitive verb. So it doesn't require an object, okay? Something rises. The temperatures rise in the summer, right? Mm-hmm. They rise. So can you repeat that sentence? Temperatures
Yes.
rise.
Temperatures rise in the summer.
Temperatures rise in the summer. Nobody raises them. They just rise by themselves, okay? So remember, the pencil is rising. I am raising it. Okay? So we're going to practice with this, and we're going to put you to the test with this concept now in our translation challenge. All right, it is time for the translation challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Here, you know how this works. You have sentences in Spanish, vas a ver las frases en español en pantalla y 3 opciones en inglés. Y tú en casa, como en plató, tú tienes que elegir la respuesta, la traducción correcta. Okay, are you ready?
Absolutely.
You have your 3 options. Let's hear example number 1.
Está subiendo.
Okay. Option A, it's raising. Option B, it's risen. And option C, it's rising. You have 5 seconds. All right. Juan, are you confident about this?
Well, quite a bit.
You're quite confident?
Quite confident.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're confident. It's the 5th show. I think you've improved over the last few weeks, or over the last few shows, I should say. Okay, let's take a look at your answer. He says it's C. Okay. And what about your cousin? Do you think she has the right answer? Do you think she has the same answer, I should say?
I hope she has the right answer.
Okay, you're hoping for your... Okay. All right. What have you got there? She says C as well. And the correct answer is C. Well done. For 5 points. The answer is C. Hopefully at home you also had C. It's rising. It's rising. All right, let's take a look now at number 2.
Necesitamos levantar la moral en esta empresa.
Okay. Option A. We need raising the morale in this company. Option B. We need to raise the morale in this company. And option C. We must to raise the morale in this company. 5 seconds. Ding. How was this one? Was it easy also, Juan?
I'm not sure about the verb tense.
You're not sure about the verb?
Yeah.
The verb or the tense?
The tense.
The tense. He's not sure about the tense. Okay. Well, let's see what your guess is.
A.
He says A. Laura?
B.
B. A and B. And at home, what do you think? The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is B. Laura, 5 points. Yes, but I need you to repeat that. B, I need you to repeat that for me.
We need to raise the morale in this company.
Yes, we need to raise. Yeah. So we need to infinitive.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't follow need by the gerund in this case. Okay. We need to raise the morale. The morale, we say. We need to raise the morale in this company. All right, let's move on now to example number 3.
Levantemos nuestras copas y brindemos.
Yeah. It's Friday. It's the last program, right? It's your 5th program anyway, so we're ding. Option A. Let's raise our glasses and toast. B. Let's rise our glasses and cheers. And option C. We rise our glasses and salute. This is a good one. This is a good one to know, right? When you go to an English-speaking country and you're with your friends. Great to see you again. And you say, what do you say?
I don't know how to say brindamos,
Ah.
but I will say B.
He says B. Laura?
I think it's A.
Laura says A. Now, so far, Laura's in the lead in terms of points, but Juan's been doing fantastic as well. But this time it is Laura with A. Correct, yes. Okay, let's raise our glasses and toast. And toast, we say. Can you read that back, Juan?
Okay, let's raise our glasses and toast.
One more time.
Let's raise our glasses and toast.
Let's raise our glasses and toast. When we do it, we do a toast. But we can say at that time, cheers, but we call it a toast. Okay, option number 4.
¿Puedes subirlo solo un poquito más?
All right. Option A. Can you rise it just a little more? Option B. can you raise it alone a little more? And C, can you raise it just a little bit more? All right, we got to go quickly this time. Yuan, what have you got for us?
The last option, C.
This is the last option, Kyle. C, no problem. I'm confident. All right, Laura.
C also.
She also says C. And they're both right for 5 points. Great job. Great job, that's 5 points. Hopefully 5 points for you at home. Make sure, remember, you're always repeating out loud. Siempre en voz alta. Great job. Let's take a look at our scores after the first translation challenge. Let's see how we're doing. We have 290 for Yuan and 330. That's an impressive total, Laura. Well done. Impressive totals for both of you. Great job. Let's move on now to our other uses. All right, now with our other uses, we look at the example of to raise a child. To raise a child. Que es criar, right? To raise a child. Do you have any children, Yuan? Do you have any children?
No, I don't.
No. Have you ever raised a child?
No, I haven't.
I've never.
I've never raised a child.
So right, to raise a child. Have you ever raised a child?
I've never raised a child.
Okay. Were you raised in Spain?
Yes, I was raised in Mallorca.
You were raised in Madrid?
In Mallorca.
Oh, in Mallorca, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You were raised in Mallorca. You were raised in Spain. I was raised in Canada. So to be raised, tell him to ask me if I was raised in a city or in a small town.
Ask Kyle if he was raised in a city or in a town.
Kyle, were you raised in a city or in a town?
I was raised in a town. I was raised in a small town. I was raised by my parents. So when we're talking about being raised, we're talking about also passing through the stages of our youth, right? Through our juventud, we could say. I was raised in a small town, okay? So you were raised in Palma, right? You were
Yes.
raised...
We were raised in Palma.
And have you lived your whole life there?
Well, for some months I lived in a village.
Okay. Very often we say, I'm from a small town, born and raised, we can say, right? Okay, great job, no problem. I think it's time to move on to our next challenge, translation challenge number 2. All right, here we are with the second translation challenge. And what's the difference, Juan, between the first one and this one?
The difference is that we get more points.
More points.
10
That's
points.
Right. More points. So 10 points available. Very valuable points here as you try to approach the top score of all the people on the show. Okay, so here we are, translation challenge number 2. Let's hear our
El humo
first
de una
example.
vela siempre sube.
Okay. Option A. The smoke from a candle always rises. Option B. The fume of a candle always rises. Option C. The candle smoke always raises. All right, we've practiced a bit with this verb now. Hopefully it's fairly clear. Juan, what do you think?
I choose A.
He chooses A. And Laura?
A2.
Also A. Correct answer is A. That's right. Good job. 10 points for both contestants. Well done, guys. Well done. Let's take a look now at number 2.
Está subiendo porque lo estoy subiendo.
Interesting. Option A. It's rising because I'm rising it. Option B. It's raising because I'm rising it. And option C. It's rising because I'm raising it. This is the fundamental example. If you get this one right, then you really understand the difference between these two verbs, okay? Juan, what have you got for us? What's the answer?
I think the answer is C.
C, okay.
C.
Can you read that sentence? Can you repeat it?
Yeah, it's rising because I'm raising it.
Repeat, please.
It's rising because I'm raising it.
Correct. It's rising because I'm raising it. Give yourself 10 points at home if you had C. Good job, guys. Very good, very good. All right, let's hear example Number 3.
Los precios suben cuando la demanda sube.
All right. Tends to be true, yeah. Option A, the prices rise when the demands rise. Option B, prices rise when demand rises. And option C, the prices raise when the demand raises. Okay. Juan, do you have the right answer here, do you think?
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Here I have B.
He has B. Okay.
I have B.
B. Juan, can you say that?
Okay. Prices rise when demand rises.
Correct answer. 10 points. Prices rise when demand rises. Good. Very good. Okay. Let's go on now to example number 4.
Mi tío cría ganado vacuno y ovino en su rancho.
Yes. All right. I like that sentence. A nice example. Okay. Option A. My uncle raises cattle and sheep on his ranch. B. My uncle raises cattle and sheep on his ranch. And option C. My uncle raises cattle and sheeps on his ranch. Ding goes the bell.
Ding.
That was your last translation for the week. Do you think you got it right, both of you?
Respect.
Do you think so?
We hope.
We hope and we expect. Okay, okay. I'm waiting for the right answer. Okay, let's see it, Juan.
Dun, dun, dun.
He says it's A, and Laura,
I say A.
A. Are you sure?
Yes.
She's sure. Are you sure?
Yes.
They're both sure, and they're both right for 10 points. Good job. Good job. Well done. 10 points for both of them. Let's take a look at those total scores. Let's take a look at those total scores here, having finished, and see where they stand. 330 points for Juan, and 370 for Laura. That's a very impressive total. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's move on now to our expression of the day. Our expression of the day today is to raise hell. To raise hell. What does this mean, Juan?
I don't know the word hell.
Hell, infierno,
Okay.
right? The opposite of heaven. But to raise hell, have you ever heard this? Probably because it doesn't appear in a whole lot of English classes, but to raise hell is to cause a lot of problems. When you were young, did you raise hell? Were you always causing trouble, being bad, doing bad things, Juan?
No, in fact, I was quite a good boy.
You're a good boy. Is he telling the truth, or did he raise hell when he was little?
No, he didn't raise hell when he was a child.
When he was little.
When he was little.
Okay. Did she raise hell when she was little?
No, not at all.
No?
She didn't raise hell when she was little.
Okay. So imagine you have someone who's causing a lot of problems. You say, stop raising hell. So tell me to stop raising hell.
Stop raising hell.
Okay, tell me again.
Stop raising hell.
Stop raising hell, Kyle. You're raising hell. Stop raising hell. One more time, Laura.
Stop raising hell.
All right, good. All right. Well done, well done. That was our expression, and it's time now to move on to my favorite part of the program. What time is it, Laura? What is it?
It's time to make questions.
To go to the speed round.
To the speed round.
That's right. Ah, yes, the speed round. This is it. Laura is just a few points behind, and you're just a few points behind her, so anything could happen here in the speed round. We'll see what happens, and the way this works, you should know by now, but just to remind you, vas a ver en la pantalla una frase, una respuesta, y tú en casa tienes que formar la pregunta correcta, pidiendo la información que sale en rojo en pantalla. Okay? Asking for the information highlighted in red. You look very worried, Laura.
No.
She's stressed out, everybody. She's stressed out. She's sweating. She's sweating. Okay, right, she's sweating. But okay, it'll be fine. Let's get 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes up there. And remember, don't ask the question until I say go, and then you press the buzzer. Okay?
Okay.
Let's get started. Start the clock. They will raise our salaries in June. Go. Laura.
When will they raise our salaries?
Correct for 10 points. Good job. When will they raise our salaries? Good. Next example. We rose because they played the anthem. Go. Laura.
Why did we rise?
Okay, correct. Why did we rise? Correct. For 10 points. Why did we rise? Or why did you rise as well? The subject could be either. 10 points. Good job. Let's move on to the next example. John raised his hand. Go.
Who raised his hand?
Good. Correct. Who raised his hand? Or who raised their hand if it were a female, but it's possible as well. Who raised his hand? Very good. Let's move on to the next example. He raised his left hand. Go. Laura.
Which hand he raised?
No, minus 10 points, I'm afraid. Pass or play, Juan?
I play.
He's gonna play.
What hand did he raise?
I'm afraid not. Wrong answer, that's minus 10. Which hand? You have to say which because we have a limited number of options. Which hand did he raise? Which hand did he raise? Next example. It rose up to 500 meters. Go. Laura.
How high did it rise?
Correct for 10 points. How high did it rise? How high did it rise? Very good. Next example. She raised it because it wasn't high enough. Go. Laura.
Why did she raise it?
Repeat.
Why did she raise it?
Correct. Why did she raise it? All right, they've done a great job. You guys have done fantastic. You've done great all week. Let's take a look at our total scores to see where they stand here. We have Vaughan with 340 points. Great score. Good job. And Laura with 390. A fantastic score. Great job, guys. And remember, you're going to take home, courtesy of our friends at Vaughan Radio, we have Everyday English Volume 2 here on CD. They'll both be getting a copy of this. And also, Laura will take home a 1-year subscription to our monthly magazine, The Vaughan Review. So we've got lots of prizes for you. I'm going to go over and give those to them now. But first, I'd like to remind you to take a look at our website, aprendeinglés.com, y puedes volver a concursar con las mismas preguntas del programa de hoy a través de nuestra página web. All right, I'm going to go give them these prizes. All right, first, let's take a look at our overall ranking, our point leaders. We have Pilar Gutierrez Alonso staying on top with 410 points, but fantastic, eh? 390, you're in second spot. Great job, I want to give you this. Congratulations, you've done fantastic, both of you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
We've
Great.
had a fantastic time.
I've had a great time as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks to them. And we'll see you next time on the Verb Circus.